What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at what if Smalling. He has got the power trait header and honestly looks a fantastic card. 81 on the base for his pace. He is a 3-star weak foot, 2-star skiller, and honestly he's flourished. He's flourished since he was at Man U. He was in the mix of some very it's just kind of like the defense wasn't amazing, and it's not to say some of the players are not awful, but I think we expected a hell of a lot more, and I feel like we've been always chasing that Rio Vidic partnership, and unfortunately they were very exceptional centre-backs. It's like anything, you can't always replace somebody with the exact same. Smalling and a lot of other players, Lukaku and now Jesse Lingard, have flourished being away from it, and I feel like sometimes the player's just not meant to be. Smalling has got himself his inform this year for Roma, has managed to get an 82 inform and now an 88 what if card. Unfortunately it isn't performance based, but it can have an upgrade of performance base. So if he keeps his clean sheet in the next 5 games of the domestic league, so Serie A, then he will get an upgrade, which potential an 89 or a 90 rated Smalling would be absolutely cracking. He's English as well, so you can link him to the Premier League very, very easily. You've got an inform Walker just sitting there ready for him, and then obviously everybody's loving Pope, so you've just got the perfect trio right there. In terms of stats, great pace. I feel like with a shadow on, you're looking at a top tier centre back pace wise. You get 91. Obviously the sprint speed is higher than the acceleration. You'll end up with 85 acceleration but 96 sprint speed, which is absolutely cracking. So it means he may not be as quick to get off the blocks, but as his speed increases he should be able to get faster and faster, which is always perfect. In terms of defensive ability, just look at it. Great strength, great aggression, stamina's good enough. 83 I think is absolutely fine for a centre-back. 80 jumping, and then even the defensive stats on its base is incredible. You whack a shadow on him, he gets 96 upgraded there, pretty much most things being 92 and above, with his stand and slide being 99. He does turn himself into an overall of a 94 rated centre-back. 82 composure is the only thing really that I'm looking and thinking, I just wish that was like, if that was 5 or 6 higher, I'd be absolutely gassed for this card. Agility balance, not bad at all, 75 and 70, I think that's pretty good, and he is 6'4", so quite a big guy as well. I think that's Virgil's height, I want to say, so obviously he's going to be, well, you'd aim to think that he's going to be a little bit clunky or a little bit slow to turn. I'm interested to see what this guy can do, so let's jump straight into it and see if Smalling can make people's teams. Smalling coming in for the tackle already. Lovely. Okay, that's a nice start for him. Managing to get the ball away. Can we get it down here without him being offside? We can. Oh, he's going to get tackled though. This is an absolute crack team to go against though. Try out Smalling. Great tackle straight off the bat. I do like how his movement's going. It seems very not necessarily the most agile, but I mean, as in it feels a lot better than his inform. Great header away as well. Being 6'4", I'm expecting him to do a lot of bossing around in that centre back role. Definitely control him. Smalling again, going straight in and getting the tackle done. Smalling's going to protect that one. We have got 2 opponents in this one, so it's going to be very difficult to see what Smalling can actually do. Smalling, good tackle, nice little lunge. I think he did make a little bit of a foul, but still managed. That's the wrong lunge. That's a great recovery from Lahm at least. Does feel nice, it's just managing to get that. There's so many people in this box, it's unreal. Like, look how overloaded this is. Smalling giving himself a lot to do, but does recover from it, but his second teammate is there straight away, and we managed to deal with that issue. Smalling does demand it, doesn't quite keep it after the second touch, but does make that tackle initially to stop them getting through. Smalling, another cracking challenge, doesn't get the strength off him, which is surprising. We have just given it back to him because we are just holding down the run button. That is something that I definitely need to get back into, is not just holding sprint. It's always the worst thing to do. Smalling with a big head, gotta be 6'4". I'm expecting him to win everything. Smolden's going to keep up with Victor, managing to keep him going until he needed to pass, and literally then, by then he had no options whatsoever to do. Smolden's going to see that out. A huge increase in comparison to his 8. Smolden against Cruyff. There it is. That's the opening. Soon as they try something in the air, Smolden's got it. 6'4". He has been an absolute unit at the back with Alberto. Smolden is going to watch Wayne. Can we hold him off? He's going to find the inside, and it's a lovely tackle again. It's very effortless with his tackling, to be fair. There's more defending to do with me passing the ball back to him. And again, a wonderful tackle from him. Genuinely has been a delight to play with. Smolden again. Cruyff is not getting through, and that's a 91 Cruyff that he's absolutely mincemeating. And again, Butra. See you later. 625 on the Xbox, 720 on the PlayStation, and honestly was a delight to play with. He was very good at tackling, decent pace, even his agility and balance. Not necessarily the greatest centre-back I've used in terms of turning ability, but tackling and physical-wise, fantastic. Cruyff was in his pocket, Mbappe was in his pocket, multiple Neymars. We even had a Butra. I can never say his name properly, but he was a fantastic centre-back. Really good. The problem with him is, A, 625k. At this moment in time, he will drop at some point. If we do look at the Serie A exclusive, you've got Koulibaly, who I personally really like. A lot of people don't. He is necessarily the top two. I'd say Bastoni is a cracking centre-back from Future Stars last week or the week before, and Smolden is the second. I feel like them two have now solidified themselves as the top two centre-backs in Serie A. Obviously, Gosens is quite nice with his pace, but I feel like as a centre-back, you're better off looking at these two. Other than that, there isn't many options. The question is, though, is when you go into the actual database of all centre-backs, how does he compare up? If we're looking at the cost at the moment, yes, it is a little bit high. He will drop down, but he's also got the chance to actually go up by 1 or 2 ratings if they keep a clean sheet in the next 5 Serie A games. So you've got to always factor that in. It's like saying a one to watch is triple the price as an inform because he has the chance of going up, or a headliner, or a road to the final. There's always that extra cost due to the fact that he can actually go up in rating, and then more than likely the cost will go up. But you've got someone like Virgil coming in at 151. Again, I don't think Virgil was necessarily all that this year. Still a phenomenal centre-back, but people are using Boateng. They've obviously got Varane. I really liked this one. I'm not even going to try the name again, but he was a fantastic centre-back. But you look at the stat difference. Obviously, the price for Smolden will drop at some point, but I don't feel like he'll live up to them stats. Even though I did feel like he was a bit blocky, pace, defending, and physical was fantastic for him. Rio, not coming in much more. Again, another cracking centre-back. Obviously, that is, I believe, his mid, which is, I think, seen as his worst version out of the 3 or the other 3. Then you've got the likes of Varane. Obviously that one is coming in at a stupid price, but you've got Varane, you've got a potential inform Mendy, you've got Alaba, you've got Virgil, Gomez. There is so many centre backs that it makes it very difficult to spend so much money on a centre back that you've probably already got so many untradeable already. Personally, for me, I've got Carlos Alberto, I've got Cannavaro, 2 untradeable centre-backs. Same with Varane, untradeable from day one. It's very hard to get rid of them, and to put 600,000 coins into a specific centre-back that maybe you even have to change your team a little bit for. Maybe you don't, but there's a potential. English, Serie A, it depends on who's around him and who actually gets into the team. So for me, he's a phenomenal centre-back, well worth, not necessarily 630, but I would say if I was to kind of pick him at a price out of the hat with the potential of going up, say, +2, say if we're saying that he's going to become a 90 Smalling, it's always a very good chance. I would probably give him anything under 500. for a 90 rated Smalling, you've got to be realistic there. That's a cracking English centre back with brilliant links to obviously a very, very nice Kyle Walker in form, another cracking centre back that you can go with, in form Gomez, even player moment Stones if you want. That dynamic looks absolutely cracked as well. Love that. Gonna have to try that one out. But Smalling has got some nice links. Obviously for Roma, I don't feel like they've had huge amounts. We've had El Shaarawy, I suppose, actually. If you wanted to go like a free at the back and change in game, that's a potential to link there. Mkhitaryan, Bruno Perez, nothing really else screaming out at me that's going to be a first team. But Smalling for me is at an 88, I would say 9.2. I feel like there's still wiggle room for all of him, but is a phenomenal centre-back in terms of what he can actually do. He's fast, great tackling, very, very good physical, nice turning, and it's the composure, I think. The composure, what I personally want, a little bit higher. Passing is good enough, and then stamina's good enough. So, nice centre-back overall. Was very happy with how he played. Price at the moment is a bit too high. I wouldn't go in just yet. I'd definitely wait for promos to happen and see what happens in the week. If they release upgrade packs, then obviously there is a chance for you to get him there, or get him a little bit lower, because obviously the panic of everybody getting him in upgrade packs, theoretically. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Let me know down below who you want to see next. We are doing more and more and more, so we're trying to get all of them done by tomorrow, hopefully, and then we can start back on some icons. So like, subscribe, peace.